Next we have La. La, kind of looking like a question mark. Ma, in the Syrian Hebrew, will change as well. It's going to go from looking like a cowbell to a box. All right? Cowbell, then a box. Remember, when it's a box, it's at the end of the text only. Okay? So, continuing on. Na, na, kind of looking like a staple that you kind of open up. All right?
We didn't have sound for your alphabet.
Oh, man. Okay, we have sound now?
Come.
All right, for that. Okay. No sweat. We can keep it going if need be. All right. We have na, na. All right, like we said a second ago, kind of looks like a staple being opened up. But then na, when it's at the end of the text, it's going to kind of look like wa. But remember, it's at the end of the text, so now it's going to have that extended clip. All right. Cool. Next we have sa. Now sa can be confused with ma, but remember, sa is going to have that extra crown on top of his head. Okay. Then next we have I. I. Kind of looking, remind you of an English Y. All right. Pa. Pa. Kind of like an upside down G. You understand? And then it's going to kind of look like a number 9 almost. All right. When it's at the end of the text. Okay. At the end of the text. The next we have Tazah. 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 Crooked letter Y. End of the text. Turn around. Fly straight with the extended clip. All right. Excellent. Then we have Qua. Qua. Kind of looking like a P with more space. Ra. Ra. Okay. Kind of looks like your Da, but with more curve appeal. Okay. Remember, Da is going to shoot straight. All right. Ra is going to have more curve to it. All right. Excellent. Shah. Shah. In Assyrian Hebrew, can look like a porch pit. It's like a, what is it? Pitchfork. Pitchfork. All right. Or fire emoji. All right. And lastly, Tha. Tha, reminding you of the Ka and the Ha, but Tha has a limp. Okay. Tha has been injured. All right. You understand? Most High in Christ. All right. Just okay, we'll let this sit for a couple seconds, and we're going to get into our lesson for tonight. All right. Most High in Christ. We haven't heard that sound in a while. All right. So now let's get into our lesson for tonight. By request, we want to go over names. We're going to do some names. And before we go further to the conference call, to the lesson, do we have anybody on the conference call? Just to make sure. No sweat. Okay. So now, as we said by request, we want to go over names. We want to go over some names. Okay. All right. Hebrew. Hebrew name. Okay. Let's see. Getting into this. What are some? First, let's start out with some maybe some prominent names that we've heard in the Bible. Go ahead.
This young man Charles checking in.
Hey, young man Charles, how about some shot for
Y'all about to y'all shop for stuff.
All right, Most High in Christ, how you feeling, brother? We good?
The what, sir?
Excellent. Okay, Most High in Christ. Well, since you're here, You're checking in with us. The water for that. Are you stable or are you mobile?
I'm stable, sir.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Okay, cool beans, cool beans. So then we can use you for class tonight. Most High in Christ. Okay, so as we said before, per request, we're going over names for our class tonight. Okay, so now before we do that, let's get into let's ask Nate, what are some popular or prominent names that we've heard in the Bible? All right, let's see. Go ahead.
Moses.
Okay, excellent. Okay, got Moses. All right, cool. We got Moses, and let's do. We got Adam. Okay, see Adam. Let's also go with. Let's go with the prophet. You don't have to do this because I don't have a lot of room. Oh, so I can go ahead.
Isaiah.
I like that. Okay, Isaiah. Excellent. Go ahead.
I got three quick ones.
Go ahead.
Matthew, Gabriel, and Sarah.
Wow. Okay.
Just so happened to be my son's name, Sarah.
No sweat. No sweat. So we have Moses, Adam, Isaiah, and I know I just spelled it right. Isaiah has two A's in it, doesn't it?
Come on. I-S-A-I-A-H.
There it is. A-H. I forgot that part. All right. Cool. So we got Moses, Adam, Isaiah, Sarah or Sarah, and then I know I heard Matthew. And honestly, I don't know Matthew from in English just yet, but let's see. That's a new one. Gabriel. Gabriel. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Let's see. Real quick.
Hold on.
You got it for me?
What's that?
Looking for it? Go to
Gabriel?
no, yeah. It's in Amos. It's in Amos, I believe. Okay. I remember it should be like Aria Allah. It's something like that. Look for it. I think it's in Moses. Amos. Okay, so now let's go over how we can say Moses in Hebrew.
Slide on.
Go ahead.
Daniel 8 and 16.
That's it. It's in Daniel. Thank you. All right. Cool beans. We'll use a different color. How we get down. Moses. How do we say Moses in Hebrew? Let's spell it out. Should be Mashak. Mashak. Moses is Mashak in Hebrew. Okay, so we're going to write these out first in English, and then we'll write these out in Hebrew. Okay? So we have Moses, Mashak. Okay, and in English you're going to spell that M-A-S-H-A-K. Okay, Mashak. Adam. Adam in Hebrew is pronounced Adam. Adam. Isaiah, I'm correct? Isaiah is pronounced, it sounds familiar. Isaiah is pronounced Yeshaya. Yeshaya. Alright? Sarah, or as we see, Sarah is going to be pronounced just as you see it. Fine for me, let's make sure of that. Sarah? Yes, should be Sarah. I believe it is. And then Gabriel, what was that? Gabriel? Daniel what?
8 and 16.
What was it?
Daniel 8 and 16.
Daniel 8 and 16. Wow, for that. Yep.
Sarah is Sarah.
Huh?
Sarah.
Sarah was
Sharaha.
Saraha?
Sharaha.
Shara. Shah, you said.
Come. Shah.
Shara. Okay, the water. Not Sarah, but Shara. Shara. Okay. Water, but I appreciate that. That's my fault. That's gonna be with 3 characters.
Shara and Ha.
And that's what I thought. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Now, here's something. Here's something new. How you that? Gabriel. Gabriel is Gabar Ya'ala. You see it?
Come.
Gabar Ya'ala.
While y'all Mark, while y'all.
Yup. Cool.
Slide y'all.
Yes. Come on.
Didn't he have to go to the interlinear?
Huh?
Didn't he have to go to the interlinear to look that up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Most time Christ.
Most time Christ. Learned something new already. What? Within the first 20 minutes of class already. Not bad. Not bad. Right? And I just say that because my right hand man, Yahanna, so he's pretty good at Hebrew,
So like y'all want to say.
Keeps me on my toes. He's better than me.
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna do you like you do me. Is anything on the board?
Hey, let's go.
Is anything on the board? We need you to look at the board and tell me what is wrong with the board.
Let's go.
Give you a hint. Exodus.
I said I know I got my shot.
Exodus chapter 1. Exodus chapter 1.
I know I got my
Exodus
shot.
chapter 2. I think it's Exodus chapter 2. Let me see.
I know I got my shot.
Exodus
Don't tell me I did something wrong already. Don't tell me that.
Exodus chapter 2 and verse.
Don't tell me that. Yeah.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
2 and 10.
I did. I wrote. You know what? I wrote it wrong. Good Lord. That's
So like when I know you were talking about calendar shop.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. There it is. Yep. So like it for that. There it is. Okay. But shot. There it is. Cool. So Salaki for that. So, correction. Moses is pronounced Mashah. Adam is pronounced Adam. Isaiah is pronounced Yeshaya. Sarah is pronounced Shara. And Gabriel is pronounced Gabar Ya'ala. Alright? Gabar Ya'ala. Okay? Now, let's write these out in the Hebrew. Okay? Let's write these out in the Hebrew. We'll take it from let's see, we'll start off with Assyrian. Okay, start with Assyrian. Alright. So that's Moses in Assyrian. Now let's write them. Write them out this time in ancient Hebrew. Right? Write this out in blue. Make it a little easier to see. And don't forget, in ancient Hebrew, paleo, we need those bumpers and ridges. Alright.
So like y'all don't want.
Go ahead.
It's so heavy that you bring these names out tonight. I was watching a small documentary on YouTube about Chief Joseph, one of the Israelite chiefs, and in the documentary they had the ancient Hebrew tablets like screenshotted behind him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like sitting in class learning and watching, you know what I'm saying, you pick up on a lot of things, but to see it in practical use, you know what I'm saying, with your own eyes, you know, it lets you know that the white man is the devil.
That's right. Your president is the devil. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Now, next we got Adam. Adam. Now, yes, I'm writing from left to right, but remember in Hebrew we read and we write from right to left. Okay? Okay? So far, this is what we have. We have Moses, Adam, it's like a Mashah, Adam. Next, let's go with Yeshaya. Right? Okay? Go here. So far, this is what we should have. Moses, Mashah, Adam, Adam, Isaiah, Yeshaya. Okay? Now, let's do Sarah or Shara. Right? You know, Yahanna, I just thought of something.
Go on.
When you brought out that documentary, like before coming into the truth and learning this Hebrew, if you had seen that, you would have no idea what it was.
So like y'all don't want.
And you wouldn't have paid attention to it either.
So like y'all don't want.
Go ahead.
That's a heavy point you made. That's what that's what makes the Bible a real living book.
Right.
Because Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 says, though they keep the law shall come to life. You know what I'm saying? So coming into the truth, you get the breath of life breathed into you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it is so heavy how Commander General Yahanna has kept this tradition, you know what I'm saying, down through the years, you know what I'm saying, some 40 plus years, you know what I'm talking about. It's it's almost like a baby learning everything for the first time. You know, coming into the truth. You get the milk scriptures. Not even thinking about learning the Hebrew yet, but you excited to see on learning that Christ is a black man. You know, he only is coming for Israel. Your brothers in South America are your brothers too. You know what I'm saying? And all that started to play a part. And then getting to that Hebrew, and then being able to see it in different places, different spaces, and being able to, cipher through it and making out what it's saying, with that understanding, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes one wit so heavy and so real. You know what I'm saying? We that little sanctuary that the Bible speaks of. You're not gonna get this information in your church.
Oh no.
Pastor ain't gonna tell us nothing right here.
Oh no, absolutely not. And, it also it brings me I was saying talk about this documentary, and it kind of baffled me, right? You remember the movie Posse?
Come with Mario Van Peebles.
Yes.
Come.
So now there was a part where when the brothers are traveling, right? And they have a long journey. And so what the pressure with them is like, he knew about a shortcut,
Come.
but he was scared to take it. He was scared. He said, "Nah, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go over there, cause that's where the Indians are.
The Apaches.
Yeah, that's where the Apaches are."
Yeah.
And you know what the brother said? Brother said, "Black man ain't got no problem with a red man."
That's a heavy statement.
They said black men ain't got no problem with the red man. That's a heavy statement. They weren't even worried about it. But for some reason, the oppressor was scared to go that route.
So like y'all want. Go ahead. What you just said so heavy because I on TikTok today. I'm not no TikTok person, you know what I'm saying, but I watch the reels, you know what I'm saying. Some of it be entertaining.
Yeah.
But it was this black girl, but mixed race girl, and she said that she was asking what is white culture, you know what I'm saying, and everybody was, chiming in on it, and in my mind it was, well, it's rape, rob, and murder.
Yeah.
That's their culture, and they have done it so much that they fear the people that they've done it to.
Right.
And that's why that oppressor didn't want to go into the red man land. You know what I'm saying? That's why he don't want to go back to Vietnam. That's why he don't want to come into the ghetto, really come into the ghetto, because he's afraid of what he has already done to those people.
And that's why also he doesn't want you to learn this language.
Come on.
Most High in Christ. Okay, so now here we go. Here we go. Some of the names we're saying Hebrew names. Some names in the Torah from the Bible. Okay, we have Moses, which is pronounced Mashah, right? With the characters Ma, Shah, and Ha. Okay, Ma, Shah, and Ha. You put that together, Mashah. We got Adam, which is pronounced Adam. Characters Ah, Da, and Ma. We put that together, Adam. Next, we have Isaiah or Yeshaya. We have the characters Yasha, I, and Yah. We put that together, Yeshaya. Yeshaya. Okay? By request, we have Sarah, okay, or pronounced Shara. Shara and Ha, all right? We put that together, Shara. Then lastly, Gabriel. Gabriel, okay? And you can find this in the book of Daniel, I believe. Book of Daniel, chapter 10. Chapter 8, verse 10. Okay. Gabriel, all right? Pronounced Gabaria Allah. Gabaria Allah, okay? If I'm correct, Gabaria Allah should mean warrior of the Most High. Okay, it should mean more warrior of the Most High, Gabriel. All right, and we have the letters: God, Ba, Ra, Yah, Allah. We put that together. Gabar Ya Allah. All right, excellent. So lastly, Moses, Bashar, Adam, Adam, Isaiah, Yeshaya, Sarah, Shara, Gabriel, Gabar Ya Allah. All right, let's see. Excellent, excellent. Okay, let's get into some more names. Get into some more names. Okay. So so far we've been going over names in the Bible. Now let's bring it a little closer to home. Bring it a little closer to home. Okay. Perhaps let's go over some names in today's Israel. You understand? Let's go over, if we could, the names of the generals. Okay? Let's go over the names of the generals, all right? See how we can spell their names out in the Hebrew, okay? Take that. So, we have 7 generals, okay? Let's take them from the top. We have, of course, we have commanding General Yahanna, okay? Yeah, Yahanna. Then we have General Mahaiman, which is actually pronounced Mahayaman, right? Mahayaman. But due to due to the black dialect, we say Mahayaman, okay? We say Mahayaman.
So like y'all the one this, if I may.
Absolutely.
That's another thing that, black people have. We have something that other groups of people, other nations of people don't have. A black man in New York can understand the dialect of a black man in California and vice versa.
Absolutely.
When you go to your European countries, they don't have that same uh, carry over with words. You know what I'm saying? It's a strict dialect, and they're gonna follow it, no matter what the region is. They're gonna follow their dialect.
You're right. You're right.
And with our people, we'll change the word to mean something else. We know the original meaning, but we'll give it a whole other meaning.
That's right.
And that black man in New York will go to Cali, hear that word terminology in that context, and then he already knows what they're talking about. It can jump right into that conversation. Where all the heathen nations, when they hear us speak, they're like, "Are they even speaking English?" Yes. Right. You just don't understand our form of this particular language, our dialect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. 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 That's what we're talking about. I'm saying that's why we're just learning, which can be complicated, but it's simple at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like going over Hebrew names, man. You know what I'm saying? Like and seeing like where our language comes from, man. And also, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go over when it comes to names, man. What's so special about names? You know what I'm saying? Especially for Israel, man, for who we are. All right. I think I might have wrote this a little too big. Okay, so thank you for that. All right, so we have Commander General Yahanna. We have General Mahaiman, okay, which is pronounced Ayaman. Okay. Then we have General Mayak Ya'ala. Then we have General Hazayam. All right. Then we have General Shawamar. General Shawamar. Then we have General Thumgabar. Then we have lastly General Q. General Q, whose full name is Football Amak. All right. So we have step to the slide real quick. We have Commander General Yahanna. We have General Mahaiman or Mahayama. General Mayak Ya'ala. General Hazayan. General Sharamar. General Kathumgabar. And General Babal Amak. All right? Cool. Now let's write this out in Hebrew. Okay? Next, we're going to write this out in Hebrew. Okay? Now, one of the reasons we want to go over names is not only to go over the significance and understand the importance of a name, okay, but also we've learned that, especially with our dialect, you're learning how to pronounce Hebrew names. You understand, like if you can pronounce Hebrew names, okay, more fluently, it actually helps you to read the Hebrew and pronounce the words in context, right? No sign of Christ. So let's get to it. We have Commander General Yahanna. All right. Now let's write this out. First in Assyrian. Okay. Then I'm going to write this out in ancient.
So like you said,
Go ahead.
if I may, the Hebrew that's read during class or during Sabbath service, which Hebrew is that?
Okay. Which Hebrew is that?
Well, which Hebrew is that? That Syrian or?
Oh, you mean the one that is actually written that we read?
Right.
Okay. Yes, it is Assyrian.
Syrian?
It is Assyrian. Come. All right. No sweat. Sweat. All right. Let me write this out some more. have, hopefully everybody can see this on the board. If not, please let me know. All right, we got General Hazayan next. Try to write these out as quick as I can. Next, we're working on Shawarmar, General Shawarmar. Okay. Next is General Kathungabar. Also, after I finish writing this out, I'm going to give you the meanings of the generals' names as well. All right. All right. So here, hopefully everyone can see that. Salakia. It took me so long. All right. So hopefully everyone can see this. So now, let's read this out. We have starting off with Commander General Yahanna. His name is spelled Yahanna. Yahanna. All right. General Muhammad is spelled Ma Ha Ya Ma Na. All right. It's spelled Ma Ha Ya Ma Na. All right. It's pronounced Mahayim. But remember, because of our dialect, we say Mahayim. Okay. And trust, General Muhammad will not feel offended at all. Even Commander General Yahanna calls him Mahayim. All right. Next, we have General Mayaki Allah, spelled Ma, Ya, Ka, soft pronunciation. Then Ya, Allah, Mayak, Ya Allah. General Hazayan. Spell Ha, Za, Ya, Na. Ha, Za, Ya, Na. Pronounce Ha, Za, Yan. Okay? General Sharamar. Spelled out Sha, Wa, Ma, Ra. Pronounce Shawamar. Gerald Kathumgabar. Spelled Ka, Tha, Ma, Ga, Ba, Ra. Pronounce Kathumgabar. And lastly, General Q. General Quabal Amath. Spelled Qua, Ba, La, A, Ma, Tha. Pronounce Quabal Amath. All right. Let me know if everyone has this. All right, excellent. Now, next, just for the edification of the class, I'm going to erase the spellings and write out their meanings.
So I got one.
Go ahead.
Oh, before you do that, is it courteous to say Alawak Yahanna or Alawak Muhammad? Would that be courteous, or just because I speak Hebrew? I get tired of speaking English. I hate English now.
So you're okay. So all right. So now let's put that in perspective with a little bit of sarcasm.
Come on.
Okay. So now your question is it courteous to call to address them as Allah?
Come on.
Okay. Cool. So now you want to give them their title
Come on.
in Hebrew. Okay, cool. So now what does alawat mean?
General.
Okay, very good. So now general means in Hebrew alawat, and you want to give them that courtesy, and we're already saying their name in Hebrew,
Come on.
right? So then of course it would be courteous.
Come on.
I'm sure they would enjoy that.
Come on.
So there should be no issue to say alawat.
Salah, y'all.
Go ahead.
I just, I hate using the oppressor's language. I'm trying to separate
Absolutely.
myself, from the oppressor and all his ways. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, absolutely no. But that is a good question because a lot of times, like when we see on Facebook, we see on um, what else? Like we see on the YouTube, say like when we're watching a class, you know what I'm saying? We're watching Black News. Sometimes people won't necessarily say Audubon. They'll say, oh, Khan Audubon. Hey, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So now we have all this. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Now, just like I said, for the edification of the class, for those watching online, we're going to erase their spellings. Now we're going to write out their meanings. All right? Cool. All right. Let's go. So, take it from the top. Commending General Yahanna. His name is, his name means joy. All right, we're gonna write all these out, and then we're gonna go over these. Okay. Next, General Muhammad's name means trustworthy. General Mayak, his name means who is like the Lord. General Hazayan, his name means the weapon. General Saramar, correct? Yes. Means watcher or keeper. General Katham means golden warrior. And General Kovalamov means receiver of truth. Receiver of truth. All right? Now we're gonna go over a couple of these names. For one, with their meanings, and as well, and then first, it's like it. One, for their meanings, and two, for their pronunciations when you have to read in the text. All right. So now, when it comes to getting a name in Israel, names are very significant and very important. Names, and this is why when we talk about coming to the I.S.U.P.K, like you cannot just name yourself. Okay, it's better to be named. You understand? Just as the Apostle Paul was named, he had a name, but when he came to the truth under Christ, his name was changed. You understand? And it had something with more meaning and significance. All right. So now let's look at Commander Junior Yahanna. He received his name. His name means joy. All right. Commander Yahanna's name means joy. And when you learn this meaning, and when you meet Commander Yahanna, when you see him online, all right, he has so much joy when it comes to this truth. You understand? He has so much joy when he wants to share knowledge and his wisdom. You understand? All right. And it shows. It really shows, especially because since how we always say since 1969, Commander Junior Yahanna has held on to this truth. Yes, there have been tough times, but he counts it all joy when it comes to the Most High. You understand? Then you have General Muhammad, whose name means trustworthy. And you have to be somebody that is trustworthy to be in second in command of the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Somebody who is always there for counsel, to also give knowledge and wisdom. You understand? And to always teach class weekly. Go ahead.
Teach glad right now.
Get out of here. Really?
For the New York barbecue.
Wow.
Come.
Okay. Most High in Christ. All right. All right, and that's just like just a few examples. Okay. Then we have Mayak Ya'ala, who is like the Lord. Okay. Let's pause for this one. If you remember, we've gone over in class when we did possessive nouns, and we brought out the words what and also who. Understand? And here you have Maya, which means who. Then you have Ya'ala, okay, the root word. We're going to root words as well. You have Ya'ala, which means like the Lord. You understand? Okay? Then we have, look at this. We have Hazayan, which means the weapon. Now, if you read in the text, if you see this, it's going to be broken up. It may be broken up, right? But remember, we went over our possessives. We went over our prepositions, right? Come on. What did ha mean? The, correct? So then, ha means the, and guess what? If you look it up, Zion is weapon. Come on. You understand? Okay? Then let's look. We have Sharamar. Okay? In this context, it's pronounced Sharamar, meaning watcher and keeper. Right? But guess what the root word of Sharamar is? Salaki. Go ahead. Shamar. That's right. Shamar. Shamar is actually the root word of this. Okay? So now when you have knowing some of these tricks, it becomes easier to actually read the text. Right? Then we have Katham Gabar. We just learned earlier, we went over the name Gabriel, correct? And Gabriel, we spelled it out. We spelled it out. And we had, what did we say Gabriel was in Hebrew? Gabar Allah. Right? That's right. Excellent. We said Gabar Allah. And what we said, what was the meaning? Warrior of the Most High. Right? And then look what we have here. Katham Gabar. We already know that Gabar means warrior. Katham means golden. Gold. Okay? Very good. Then lastly, we have Quabal Amath. Alright? Here's the trick. Amath means truth. Right? Amath means truth. Here in this context, Quabal is receiver. To receive. Alright? So here you have it. You have Command Yahanna, joy. Mahaiman, trustworthy. Mayak Allah, who is like the Lord. Hazayan, the weapon. All right. For some reason, I just felt like I have to put that in quotations. Whenever I say General Hazayan's name in English. Go on. The weapon. All right. It makes sense. Most High in Christ. All right. Shavamar, watcher, keeper. Katham Gabar, golden warrior. Kobalamam, receiver of truth. All right. Most High in Christ. We'll let this sit for a couple of seconds. Go ahead.
I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
The order seems very specific. Is this in order of rank?
Huh?
The order that the generals are placed in when you vote them here. I know commanding general Yahanna is obviously on top, and then rest of them in order of rank.
Very good. Yes, they are.
And what's the discerning factor of the rank for general? Is it shield?
Well, yes, it is. It is shields. I don't know exactly how many shields each general has. That I do know just because from Facebook that General Q is at least 6 shield. He's 6 shield general. And let's see, Commander Yahanna is, of course, what, 13 shield? He's 13, and General Muhammad is 12 shield.
Okay. Okay. It's just like synonymous to Captain Rakaziah being a captain of 13,000, I believe.
Correct.
Oh, God.
But Slakia, no, Slakia. Captain Rakaziah is captain of 10,000. Slakia.
10,000.
He's captain of 10,000.
Captain, some of your ups, like Captain Han is 13. Captain Han from your is 13.
I can't remember the captains who were up there, all the captains who were up there for Passover in their ranks. But I believe I know Captain Tazaria and I know Captain Mashak and Captain Slakia and Captain Tazaria are 13,000.
Cool.
All right. Most High in Christ. Let's continue on. Let's do some more names. Let's do some more names. Go ahead.
If I may, the for instance, Captain Rakaziah, is it the name for the Atlanta camp? Atlanta crew, so I get.
No problem. No sweat. Actually, that was next up. Oh, you're on the board. No sweat. One. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll write them out. We'll just yes, no sweat. Okay. Well, first they're already kind of written out in English, in Hebrew. All right. So let's take it from the top. You got captain. Ra. Isaiah. Right. I'm gonna just spell these out. But you can also see, remember like how we've been going over our alphabet, how you put them together. You should also have to see how to pronounce them and how they would be spelled, right? The next we have officer, Yara, Maya. Okay. Then there is officer Tazai. Just so I can have more room. All right. Tazai. Then you have Yawa'a. All right. As a matter of fact, young man Charles, what I'm going to want from you is to spell these out in Hebrew after you write these out in English, okay? You think you can do that?
No time, sir.
Excellent. time's sake, I'm not going to write these out, but I want my young man to spell these out for me over the phone. And I'm going to write out the brothers' meanings for the names. Okay. So now, while I'm doing this, hold on. So there we go. I'm going too fast. My apologies. All right. So these are just a few of our officers and our captain. Their names in Hebrew. Their Hebrew names. Okay. We got Captain Rataziah, Officer Jeremiah, Officer Tazai, Officer Yawa'ah, Officer Rakar Karab, Officer Nakashwan, Officer Akaz. All right. So now, young man Charles, you have all this written down?
Concept. I have it on the screen. I'm pausing on the live stream so I can look at it.
Okay.
And I'm using my notes to get the actual.
No, excellent. Excellent. That's it. No, exactly. That's exactly what I want. Okay, cool. So now let's start at let's see. Let's go ahead and start with Captain Rataziah. So now how would you spell Captain Rataziah in Hebrew?
I would use, believe it's the Ra,
Okay,
the Taza,
good.
the the Ya,
Okay,
and the Ha.
very good. Very good. All right, cool. Let's see. All right, let's skip one. Let's go Taza'ai.
Okay, I was actually on that one as we speak. Okay, so it was the Taza,
Uh-huh.
the I,
Okay.
and the Ya.
Very good. Very good. All right. Give me Yawa.
The that would be Ya,
Okay.
the the Wa,
All right.
the Ra. There, looking for that one.
Start over. Give it to me again. Let me hear it.
Okay, it's the Ya, the Wa, and the I.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Cool. Now give me Rakar Kara.
Okay, it's the Ra,
All right.
the Ka,
Okay.
okay, um, uh, and the Ah and the Ra.
La'a.
Okay, just the Ra.
Very good. Very good. So now, okay. Okay. So now remember, look at your notes and also look at the board. You see how it's written out. So now let's go here. Let's look at Rakar Kara. All right. So now you see the Ra. Now we do have a letter that is pronounced Ka, correct?
Right.
Okay. And when you look at your notes, it's pretty much pronounced or spelled Chaa, correct?
Right.
Okay, good. Okay, good because it's going to be that strong pronunciation. No sweat. All right. So now, if you can look at the board, or even just write it down. You got to put a line under Ra, and then put a line under Ka. And so now we're only left with one letter. You see?
Right.
We're left with one letter. That's the Ra. Okay? Because also, you'll learn as we read more. I'll go ahead and write out Rakar Karab. Okay, I'll go ahead and write it out in Hebrew. So you can also see it. Right?
Right.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and write it out. So I'm gonna write tell you what, I'm gonna write it out in ancient. Okay, so you can see it. All right.
And so like you said,
Go ahead.
almost kind of odd, but I find it easy to do the ancient.
No sweat. No sweat. We can do ancient more often. I got no problem with that.
But I gotta switch over to the Phoenician in order to read it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that's why I say, we tend to focus more on the Assyrian simply for the fact that that's what we read more often.
Right.
Okay. But we still do try to make sure to incorporate ancient in our classes. Okay, so now let's look at the board. As you can see it, we have Ra, Ka, and then we have another Ra. All right?
Right.
So now, a lot of times in Hebrew, we drop the A. We drop the A. Depending on this context, how it's used, we're going to drop that A. So that's why you're not going to pronounce Rakar's name as Rakara.
Right.
Okay? Make sense?
Final concept.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, cool. Now continue spelling Rakar's name. We already got the Rakar. Give me the Karab next.
I have the Ka
Okay?
with a bump, and
Good.
the Ra and the Ma with a bridge.
Very good, very good. Okay, okay, I can work with that. Excellent. Next, give me the Kashwan.
So, that'll be the Na,
All right.
the Ka,
Is that soft pronunciation or strong pronunciation?
uh, I believe strong. That'll be bump, Na, Ka,
Very good.
the Sha,
All right, good.
Sha, and the soft would be here with the Wa
All right.
and the Na.
Very good. Very good. All right. Okay. So now give me a card.
That'll be the A,
Mm-hmm.
the Ka,
All right.
and the Da.
Very good. Very good. Now see, so now you can already read Hebrew in English. Very good.
Right.
Very good indeed. All right, so now,
Right.
so man, Most High in Christ. Very good, very good. Okay. So now, let me write out these meanings for these examples of names. So now, we have Captain Raziah, whose name means serious or sincere. Serious or sincere. Then we have Jeremiah, appointed by the Most High. All right. We have Captain Raziah, serious or sincere. Jeremiah, appointed by the Most High. Tazai, to march. Yahweh, he is of the Lord. Rakar Parab, spirit of the sword. And the Kashwan, leader. Akaz, seed. All right?
Most High in Christ.
Most High in Christ. And when you get to know these brothers, when you get to know these brothers, when you sit in class with these brothers, when you go to battle with these brothers, when you go to war with these brothers, all right? And you learn of them and learn their personalities. And when you understand the meanings of names, the significance, and when you know what their name actually means, then it will make sense to you. You understand?
Right.
Then it will make sense. Okay? And that's why we say like names in Israel are very precious. Very precious. Okay? So, you understand, like you will hear, what I'm saying, you come to the school, you do your 90 days, and you get your name. All right? Names are not just given out because it's in 90 days. You have to work for your name, you understand? You have to earn your name. You understand? You have to be vetted. All right? Because the name that you get will be something that is given to them that comes from the Most High. You understand? And it's something also for you to live by. You understand? It's something for you to live by, and it's also something that speaks of you. It speaks of your personality, who you are in Christ. You understand? And also who you are to be under the Most High. You understand? So when you look at the name Rataziah, you understand that wow, Rataziah means serious or sincere. And as a captain, I pray you understand.
Come on, God.
All right? Jeremiah, appointed by the Most High. You understand? Tazahai, to march. Okay? Yahweh, he is of the Lord. Rakar Karab, spirit of the sword. Akash, a leader, somebody who takes charge. Akaz, somebody who is a siege. You understand? And when you look up siege also means to take. Siege is referring to war. You understand? Spirit of the sword. from Ricard, that spirit to just cut through things.
Oh God.
You understand? Yahweh, somebody who was of the Most High. You understand? Has that spirit who is austere and strong. You understand? Tazai, to march, to move forward. You understand? Always trying to progress. You understand? And will topple over any obstacle when ordered to. You understand? And Jeremiah, appointed, placed by the Most High, moved to a particular place and time by the Most High. You understand? All right? Most High Christ. Most High Christ. All right? Let's see. I think we have time for. We got a few more names to do, but we can save that for next week. We can save that for next week, okay? All right. I do realize that. Go ahead.
I wrote out all of the in the paleo. Could I take a picture and send you to see if they were right?
Absolutely, you can. Absolutely. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And in respect for Jerome Muhammad, because Jerome Muhammad is on, you know what I'm saying? And I know people would like to hear him live and maybe try to get their questions in and such. So with that, we'll pass the class off to Priest Officer Yahweh inside.
The water, Officer Hadar Moth for this powerful Hebrew class. You know, with the I.S.U.P.K security announcement. You know, we are the I.S.U.P.K started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, roof with new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, my Ashra. 10% of every penny of increase that the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, Salakia, will be the Memorial Blow of the Trumpets. That's Sunday, September 25th, at sundown. We usually start class around 7 o'clock. Occupant Wafian, check the bulletin board in the hallway. Anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Google the address every time you come to school. And with that, we're going to courtesy salute the teacher, Mina Israel Amajim, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat. What we just said, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Y'all, Matah means hands down. We have any sister online?
Oh, well, sure, let's do it just in case.
We're going to salute the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shai. What we just said, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. The name of Christ. Y'all, Matah, hands down. Class dismissed.
Just in case we'll like to do that. For the sisters who may be coming back to watch the class later on.